Are the guitars about the same level?
Take it. I love it. I love this, man.
Okay, so we do hundreds and hundreds of videos on Andertons TV, and welcome everybody, thanks for watching, where we play really expensive Strats and Les Pauls and PRS guitars into really expensive valve amplifiers with pedals that cost a week's wages, and we love it. Yeah. But today is one for getting all of the really young guitar players out there inspired to want to play. So maybe you've got a mum or a dad who plays guitar already, or an older brother or sister, and you want to play, but their guitar is too big for you. So Pete, hold up.
Here is a standard-sized Stratocaster from Fender.
A grown-up's
Strat
size.
Well, yeah, you say that, but you know, it's a normal size. And here is
the Mini.
The Mini. So as you can see, if I put them on the floor...
Oh, we're going to lose half of them.
Yeah, I know, I'm just going to see the height.
So everything is reduced on the Mini. It's shorter, the body is smaller, the scale length is smaller, the neck is narrower. Everything about it is designed for a younger player who is basically just finds the full-size guitar too big.
Headstock the same.
To be completely, what's the right word? I don't know what the right word is, but generally speaking, by the time you hit about 10 to 12 years old, you typically would play a full-size guitar, like the Sunburst one that Pete held up. And younger than that, you'd look for something smaller. And if you played classical guitar, that's pretty normal. You know, you got your 3/4 and your half-size guitars. But electric guitars, for some reason, there's not that many sort of miniature-sized guitars out there.
Is it 3/4? Is that what it's called? A 3/4 size or not?
I don't know that. On a Spanish guitar, it's genuinely a 3/4 size guitar. These are just miniature, so I don't think it's quite 3/4. It's just smaller.
Okay.
So look, these are the Strats, the Stratocaster, the Fender Stratocaster, which the two we're holding up now. These have been available in the Mini series for a while, but these two colours, the Dakota Red and the Shell Pink, are new colours.
Shell Pink!
Yeah. So we're loving these. And that's what you heard played. Maybe Pete, you can just give us some notes.
I can. Whilst I tune up.
Yeah. So now my daughter, some of you might have seen her playing. She's got a little called a Jackson Minion, which is essentially like the same kind of idea, but by another guitar brand called Jackson. And she plays one of these guitars, and so I'm quite. What's the right word? I'm not going to lie and tell you that the tuning on these guitars, if you're trying to tune to E standard, which is the tuning that the bigger guitar would be in, isn't great. And the reason for that is because the scale length, because the whole guitar isn't as long, there's not as much tension in the strings as there would be on a full-size guitar. And that does mean that tuning stability isn't great on these. Now, there's two things you can do. One is live with it. And it's not that it won't be in tune, it's that it just doesn't stay in tune as stably as the bigger guitar. So you can just live with it. Or what I would generally suggest that you do is you tune it up. So instead of your starting pitch being an E, maybe start it with an F or a G, and then tune all the intervals the same. The only downside with that will mean if you want to jam along to your favorite songs, then of course your guitar is going to be tuned to a different key. But tuning the strings up will create the sort of desired tension, and it will generally mean the tuning is more stable. So I'm just throwing that one out there. That's not a criticism of the Squier Mini. That is a criticism of all small.
Yeah,
you know,
and also you'll have
guitars.
to, the strings come through here. There's a lot to give in a smaller guitar. So the strings needs to be stretched once it might help putting a fresh set of strings on when you get the guitar, and then restringing it up again. Sometimes that actually helps out instead of using the strings.
Honestly, Grace has had her guitar now for must be 18 months. I would have thought now. She's 7 now, or will be soon, and it's the perfect size. And she just mucks around on it. But when I sit and noodle on it all the time, and as I said, the tuning even 18 months down the line isn't.
Have you changed the strings on it yet, Lee?
No.
But that might help. Anyway, I'm going to give you a few tones, but before, I'm just going to show you what we are playing through. It is the Blackstar Fly, and that's basically it. I must admit, I have put it through my pedal board in case I want some reverb, because this has got delay on it and a little EQ, so that's all you're hearing through our lapel microphones here.
And again, I should say this whole rig is endorsed basically by my daughter. She has little Blackstar Fly. I say slightly different guitar, but it's the same kind of vibe. And yeah, you're just hearing out. We haven't bothered to try and mic these up. It's just the same mic you hear my voice through. This one here is what you're hearing. Actually, that's why I've got it turned towards me. If I turn it like that, it'll sound weird into my mic, but that's why it's faced like that.
There's a bit of delay here.
But I'm not going to use any pedals. I'm just everything I'm going to get from the little amp, because I think that's only fair.
Yeah. So here we go. I've put a little bit of delay on the amp there. And here's the two together. These pickup sounds great. Right.
Wait,
middle
does
persist.
It do the?
Does
Can
it
do
do
the slow dancing test? Does it pass?
That's here. Let's see.
I would say it does.
I think it does. Here's position 2, so these two together. And the back position. Delay off. I love that. It's like playing a normal guitar in E flat.
I kind of feel a bit like we're a bit late for a lockdown inspired video, although you can still see we're still split screening these videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've just found out, like we're pretty certain we have with our kids, that probably not going back to school till September at the earliest now, and you play guitar and you're thinking, yeah, we could, that would while away a little bit of time over the next 2 or 3 months. We could jam around together. I can honestly and truthfully...
Look at that.
These are awesome. Well, they're all awesome.
Yeah.
So the Squier Minis are great. The Jackson Minions are great. This Ibanez do a micro range.
They're great.
They're all perfect for kids that, boys or girls.
Yeah.
It's size rather than gender really that dictates.
Yes, but I love this. I love sitting and playing this because it's so easy to play.
You sort of almost going. There's like a almost a travel guitar vibe to it.
Yeah, but it's just great.
Maybe.
And super easy to play as an adult. I mean, really slinky, easy to play. So
I must admit, and any 8-year-old guitar player that sounds like Pete does, then absolutely please sign up to a management company that I will form entirely for the purpose of earning 10% of everything you ever earn.
I love
in your
this.
life.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I guess most people are familiar with Fender Strat. You know, it's the most iconic, you know, Fender shape of all time. But you may be less familiar with the Jazzmaster. But if you're like the coolest 8-year-old at your school, you're probably going to go, yeah, but I want the Jazzmaster, Mum and Dad. I don't want the Strat. I want the guitar that all the cool kids have. So yeah, this is brand new. Same series.
So cool, man.
Same basic vibe. So although the body shape is different, all the you know, the scale length is the same. The feel, the weight, everything is the same. But this now has got 2 humbuckers on it. So a little bit different sounding.
Come on, let's have some tones, Lee.
Okay, let's have some tones. I'm going to engage the gain.
Here it comes.
So we've got 2 pickups on here, both what are called humbuckers. They're generally like a fatter sounding version of what goes on the Strat. So whereas the Strat has a beautiful bell-like crystal-y kind of tone, great for certain styles of music, humbuckers tend to be a bit more raucous.
Oh, can I?
Here's the neck pickup.
Does it do it? It does.
Here's both together. And here's the back one.
Yeah,
now
man.
you can hear, even though I've got my amp set to be on what should be a relatively clean sound, the pickups are just pushing it. So again, these would be for someone that perhaps, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about stylistically what kind of music you're into. I think just as long as you're playing is the most important thing.
I've gone mine. Mine is on 3 o'clock with volume and gain.
Well, let's so look, I mean, this is kind of the end of the video, I think, in the sense of, look, great guitars, Jazzmaster Mini, Strat Mini.
I love it.
Really, really cool. Check on links in the description below. But yeah, I think any miniature-sized guitar is a cool way of getting young people into the electric guitar.
Yeah. Get a strap on there, stand in front of the mirror and look cool, man.
Rock
out. But have a listen to this.
Out. You make me sick. I mean,
that's so good. I'm really enjoying these little things. It's so easy to play, man.
I should say as well, these are straight out the box. All right, so there's you don't have to string it. They come strung.
Yeah.
But you do have to tune it. So if you're going to buy one of these,
stretch the strings,
and you're a complete novice, then just buy a little clip-on tuner or some way of tuning the guitar.
Absolutely.
And just be prepared to go, look, it's going to need a little bit more tuning than a normal guitar. But hey, what are we playing then, Pete?
I think we just need to say goodbye. Tell people there's links below.
Sorry.
And please subscribe, and thank you for watching and sticking with us through this upstairs, downstairs thing.
Not
and hopefully,
long now before we are reunited.
Reunited, and it feels so good. Thank you very much for watching. Links are below for these guitars. Lee can't stop playing, and I can't stop playing these either. These are great, these guitars. Love them. My name is Pete.
I'm the Captain Lee.
See you later. Have fun. Love each other. Stay safe.
Come on. on, the shop alarm's going off. Someone's broken in.